Welcome to another episode of Do You Resonate? All right, this is a show where I do actual message testing on actual B2B websites and figure out what the target audience thinks of this particular pitch. All right, so in this episode, we have a company called, actually, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, AIPRM. It's a startup. Relatively new company, so they're just figuring out how to communicate what they're about. So let's be gentle with this page. What have we found out? Ran a message test against small business owners, their target audience, and it did not go too well. The clarity 2.8 out of 5, so poor clarity in terms of how relevant it is. Pretty good. Sign up interest very low. What are the problems? Well, let's have a look. Let's go through this one by one. Well, we start with, as I said, it's a big clarity problem. Right? Solve your small business problems. Extremely vague. What problems? With what one-click prompts? What is a one-click prompt? It is not a clear, obvious thing that people know. So if you say solve a vague problem with this vague solution, it just doesn't click. For ChatGPT, that's clear. Okay, I understand the context here. Complete tasks in minutes that used to take hours with our growing library of marketing sales operators. Okay, great. Of course, the question is, what are these tasks that used to take hours? Now I'm curious, right? Hopefully, the page will reveal itself as we get going. Built for small business, and then we have AT&T, Disney, Intel. There's a mismatch here. 121 prompt engineers, which seems super random without context, like 8,000 Toyota Camrys. There are some Volvos here. It's like I think I understand why it's here, but it's really served without a context, so it doesn't work. You know your small business. Well, I do, yes. I know my customers. I know my pricing, what the product you sell. Use AIPRM one-click prompts to quickly finish everything else. That means what? I do not understand what is this thing saying. All right. It's so easy, even your elderly neighbor can use it. Now, I understand what you're trying to say here, but I don't think it works. In fact, the audience, their comments, when I look at these sections, what the people are saying about these things, the elderly neighbor thing, it basically there's a quite a bit of comments here that says that this is ageist, so it's problematic, and you definitely want to get rid of this. Okay, so now we get to the big list of what are the things that used to take hours, right? It's categories with marketing, sales, copywriting. Okay, great categories. Supercharge planning and creating. Supercharge, it's one of those words that mean nothing at all, and it's very unclear what this is. Actually, if you just delete this and keep this, you would have more clarity. Although the one-click prompt explanation still stands. Target audiences with places. Raise your hand. How many people are having a problem that you want to target people with places, like target with Eiffel Tower in France and. I don't know. And so it's unclear, or like if I click around it, analyze the website summarize. So I understand this invalidates the bugs also. This seems to be user generating things here. So they're kind of shown these cards in random order, which is a bad idea because people want to know what are these tasks. And if you don't control how the wording of these things, it's going to create problems. Another thing is, they're like cut off, right? Target audience with places, ... and everything is ... Good monthly content calendar in. So now you're forcing people to pogo stick, click and click back, click and click back. People universally hate that behavior. So my recommendation would be that you create Airtable spreadsheet, like a big list of tasks. So it's this is the shit I've been spending hours on, and now I can do it in like minutes or whatever. Have a big list and prioritize. Do not let Vishnu take over your feed. Yeah, right. Like you control it. This stuff is just so much noise. Like I would just cut it. And now we get to the real problematic stuff. I think, like, essentially, like, look how long is this page. It's extremely long, and the general rule of home pages is that the longer it is, the more the message gets diluted, because they will read less of it and then unsure what to pay attention to. And it's a pretty negative tone in general, and it feels like the 2007 sales letter, kind of like. It does this, definitely written by a dude. Well, that's my perception of it. Like, use AIPRM to stop being average. Like, I just don't know what it means. Like, you're wasting. You could be. It's kind of a stretch. Like you talking about how I spend my time. I feel it's like so distant. You imagine if HubSpot pitched themselves like, stop, like, you want to be having dinner with your family, stop using spreadsheets, use your CRM. It would feel extremely weird, right? Or like, as far as you know, your competitor's already using ChatGPT. It's like, why? I don't know. Imagine HubSpot doing it. I mean, and also, like, now you're not selling you're selling a category of, you should be using AI, which is a bad idea. You should be selling you. There's so many AI tools. You don't need to sell AI. And this boogeymen, other people don't, it's not your fault. And I don't know, like, and like, no coding necessary. And it's like, you don't need background engineers to use ChatGPT anymore. When have you ever? It's not even true. And now we get to, like, 4 steps to solving a content problem. So now it's a content tool. Is it like Jasper and all that? So now you want to stand for more than one. I thought it was a library of, like, prompts, and now it's something else. And build your business the same tools as the big brands use. Oh, the big brands use Salesforce Superhero? Is that what we're saying here? What is this Salesforce Superhero? I can help you out. Is not, the clarity is really, poor here. So all of this stuff could be deleted, maybe until the testimonials and so on. And so, of course, we surveyed all these people and asked them questions about all the things about this website, right? And to summarize, what is the TLDR? What are people saying about this website is exactly what I've been iterating. Lack of clarity and specificity. They found it. They just don't get the product. And of course, the sign-up interest is going to be low if they don't get what it is. It's very unclear what you do. I don't get at all. It's unclear. I have no idea what value this brings to me. It's a problem. Number 2, overwhelming and busy design. There's just too much shit on it. Too much small details. So like cut the bottom, most of the bottom stuff, and off-putting messaging and tone. No, like, I have to agree. It's very negative, and it's really, as I said, it goes away from the product and the like supercharge or the ages stuff. So I think it can be much better if we just focused on the product and focused on the clarity. And anything that is not specifically about the product and what are the specific problems it will solve, everything else should go away. And I think the conversions on this page will go up right away. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace, and catch you next time.